I don't focus on the problem.
I focus on the solution.
And I suggest as a community we come together and we bring about a change for our young people, because they are the next generation. It takes for you and me to come together as one to make a change. I wrote this book because I believe that there are principles for helping young people to reach their full potential, and I believe there's enough money, resources, expertise out there to tackle the problem. So I've been in this working with young people since I was 17 and have owned my own charity for the last 10 years now. And when I started 10 years ago, I'm seeing the same problems that were happening before, and I wanted to come up with something that doesn't just focus on the problem, but actually thinks, okay, what are the solutions? How can we make it different for young people coming up? If there's success principles, there must be principles for helping young people. So it's about finding ways to help young people, looking at the schools, looking at parents, looking at their friends, looking at the wider community, so that we can find a way to bring about a change, so we don't have to open up the newspapers and hear of another young person being killed or hear of any other issues that young people are facing.
My name is Jessica Plummer, and I'm the mother of Shaquan Sammy Plummer, who got killed on the 30th of January 2015 to knife crime.
The current problem is the children of today aren't listened or respected enough. So they have a problem with trying to get a voice, and sometimes that voice can be used as in violence, rather than they get frustrated. So their only way out is to use violence, unfortunately.
Actually, a lot of our problems stem from a lack of investment we've put into very early stage interventions. It can sound quite contrite, but we don't spend as much as we could do in sort of early years education. We've had some big cuts to our public health budget, which has meant things like addiction centres and treatment places for broken families aren't as well resourced as they have been in the past. And I think that is having an impact on the services and the way the youth are being supported within the community.
A lot of people not stepping up to the plate. So the government are blaming teachers are blaming the parents are blaming the teachers, and nobody is effectively being a role model and telling children what to do. So they're just being passed around, and no one's actually being held responsible for the children's behaviour.
We need, the advice for parents is to try and educate the parents first, and then the parents, but we cannot do it as one. We need to educate the parents together with the community. We have to work as one. Try and educate them in order for them to be able to educate the children. But we need to start with the home first, the parents, and then we can approach the schools and to try and educate the people about what is happening. To give them, just to tell them the do's and the don'ts about using the knife and the gun.
Principles for helping young people, for me, is the consistency and ensuring that you are modelling the behaviour that you expect from them, from the young people. So I will always walk my walk, always talk the talk, and that could be admitting if there's something wrong, admitting the downfalls, as well as celebrating the successes and actually allowing young people to recognise their successes and building that foundation of confidence with them, so acknowledging any small achievement that they've had to be able to keep them positive and uplifted.
One tip that I would give to parents is to teach your children to be responsible and to teach them that they are going to be adults and members of society, not just they're going to be children forever and we're always going to look after them. They're going to have to be independent people one day, and we want them to aspire to be independent and successful people.